So there you have it, folks. The man they call Nova, Richard Rider. Found this figure about a week ago. It's been a long time. I've been looking for it for 5 months. Wasn't able to come across it in any Walgreens, and then I'm riding through St. Paul's. I see one Walgreens on the corner, and I said, you know what? Let me just stop in, and voila, there you have it. Nova, 3 of them sitting right on the shelf. I haven't seen it at all anywhere. So who knows when I'll see the Quasar figure. I'm just going to do a quick review and go through them. Pretty much he's a Nova. He's part of the Nova Corps. They're pretty much like space cops. I don't know too much about Richard Rider. Really kind of the first time I even heard of Nova was, I even hate to say it, it might have been through the MCU, through the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I'm pretty sure I've seen him before, but he's never really been on my radar too heavy. When it comes to cosmic characters in Marvel Comics, my attention starts going south when it comes to that. Like I told you before, I'm a big X-Men guy, so that's really what my universe was based around. But enough of that. Let's get into the figure. This figure right here is really, really hard to find right now, and it's all due to shipping. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get flooded after a minute, but at the same time, he's a Walgreens exclusive, so you won't find this toy at Walmart, Target, or any of your places online that you usually get your toys from. He's only exclusive to Walgreens and Scalper Bay. So hopefully you guys can find it. Hopefully he'll show up one day. I'm going to tell the truth about this figure. He's nothing crazy. He's nothing to go crazy over. Just a plain basic cap, Bucky body. I'm not saying he's bad, but for him to be an exclusive, I thought a little bit more bang would come with him. But he's a good, solid figure. Let me pull him in a little closer. And also, that lightning doesn't come with him. Those are just extra effects that I got. Even all the effects you've seen in the stop motion, those were extra effects. The only thing I used from him naturally was his hands. Let me back him up a little bit. But let's go over articulation right quick. As you can see here, I'm going to hold him up. They gave him great neck articulation. So he definitely can do flying poses. I mean, that's perfect right there. I should have got my stand so I could try to just sit him on there so you can see how good he can do a flying pose. And that's what mostly Nova is seen doing in a comic book. He's flying throughout space. So they definitely wanted to make sure they nailed that. And they did. They did. They got it correct with that flying pose there. We back him up a little bit. So that looks awesome. That looks like he's about to take off right there. And I'm sorry, y'all can still see Beta Ray Bill knocked out in the background, and he probably won't get up for another 2 days. So let me turn him around forward so you guys can see that neck articulation. That's a beautiful thing with him. I'm glad they did that. And he's a very articulated action figure. He can move around quite well. As you can see here, let me take him off of that stand, put his feet back up. As far as his ab crunch, he can crunch down pretty far. I mean, that's a good looking ab crunch right there. And then as far as him going back, he definitely can bend back quite as well too, which worked out for a scene where Beta Ray was swinging the hammers. I mean, when his ab crunch articulation, that just made that scene look all the better. So far as arms, his arms go up to a T pose, full 360-degree swivel, as you can see here. Arm guards the shoulder guards are actually attached to the arm here. As you can see here, they move with the arm, so that frees him up from getting binded. As far as his neck, he can go left or right. We already went down. Pretty much he can put his chin in his chest, go all the way back. So he has double jointed arms. He has double jointed elbows, so he definitely get his pose on. Has double jointed knees. Definitely can almost kick himself in the butt. Has good waist swivel there. Like I said, he's very articulated. He was easy to move around. I definitely didn't have no problems with him. The only problem I had when I was trying to have him pick up Beta Ray Bill, and I believe it was the lights just heating up his joints. He couldn't really hold him up. Other than that, I mean, the guy is phenomenal. He moves great. His paint looks good too. The nice navy blue and gold. You see when the light hits the gold, it makes it pop. I mean, he's a good looking character. They did a good job, but there's nothing crazy about him. I mean, and as far as all this exclusive stuff, I wouldn't pay triple the amount for him or 4 times the amount, because he's just a basic character. Now, once again, like I said, they didn't screw up with him, but they didn't go above and beyond for him either. They just made sure he's a right in the pocket character, which is good enough. Which, if he was on a broader base, he probably would get passed up a lot if he was, mass produced. But being that he's so exclusive, everybody's out hunting him. If some people just really don't care at all, which that's up to your standard. But as far as his accessories that he comes with, he doesn't come with anything but this extra helmet. Like I said, I'm not really into Nova, so I don't know what this is about. You can't even put it on. It's just a helmet that sits on a stand. It looks pretty good though. Has some, I think that's the plastic molded like that, and this Nova symbol probably is painted on. But it's a good looking accessory. You can't do nothing with it. It just props up on his own stand like that. So I don't read Nova comics. I don't know the origin of that. I was trying to hunt it down, but I really couldn't. I really couldn't see it. Then he comes with a set of flight hands, which is pretty cool. But like I said, his body articulates so good. Whether he's in flight with the fist or the straight hands, it looks awesome. So as you can see, Beta stands about a good foot over him. So if it was real life, Noah would be a 6 foot. Beta's close to the 7 foot side. So he's a pretty big character. I would bring that Silver Surfer over here, but that's the old Marvel Legends one. And I had hell trying to keep him stood up that entire shoot, man. So, but you can kind of see. I mean, he's pretty much got your average size when it comes to height with Marvel Legends. So, and like I said, Beta, he's a little bit bigger figure, so he's gonna stand over him a little bit. But they match up well together. That's pretty much how they should look if this was real life. One thing that is cool about this Nova figure, and I usually don't. I'm gonna move these guys out the way. Keep the box, but this box is fire. Like it's fire. Like I don't know what was going on when they was making this box for the inside print. And I have a second one. I picked up a second one, but I usually don't keep a box, but I'm keeping this box. I mean, it's just dope. It looks it just looks like some old 1970s like artwork. What it reminds me of is the Kree man. It's the Kree you know, the ladies from Captain Marvel. They were doing a war. I can't think of it. Oh, it reminds me of the Kree and Skrull War, which was kind of like the first crossover comic, but you got to pick it up with different comics. But the artwork on there, there's this one scene where when Black Bolt, he screams out, and it looks like it just looks like graffiti in the 1970s, and that's what the inside of this box looks like, man. So it's pretty dope. I'm gonna keep it. And then I like has the man called Nova, and then it has Nova on the side. Pretty much. One thing is cool about these Walgreens exclusives, they're one-offs, so you don't have to get a set to like get with them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a completionist, it'll complete you just getting that one. You don't have to run out and get all 5 or 6 or 7. So that's the cool thing about it. But this is a cool box. I plan on keeping this. But overall, I give this figure a B minus. And you're probably saying why? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I give it a B minus. It would have got a B plus if it wasn't a dang on Walgreens exclusive. Other than that, I mean, they didn't do anything special for this. They didn't go above and beyond or do this and that and the third, so it doesn't get an A. It's in the B range because they were in the pocket with this figure, but I give it the minus because they made it a Walgreens exclusive. And for people who like Nova or trying to collect Nova, you made their life just a little bit harder by doing that. And then on top of that, with the shipping delays, which is not Hasbro's fault, it's just a global thing. It just makes it a lot harder. So I'll give them a B minus. I wouldn't pay triple or quad for them. I wouldn't do anything crazy for them. Just give yourself some time. You'll come across them like I did. That's pretty much pretty much what I have on him. I had fun making the little clip with him. I really had fun with the Beta Ray, and that's the cool thing about it, man. This is how I play with my toys. This makes like that Beta Ray I probably bought 2-3 years ago. I don't know when, but it brought excitement back to me again, making me want to pick up a second one. I mean, it was just a cool figure to deal with, especially with the articulated jaw. We're gonna go with the running theme before I close out here. When you walk out your house, make sure you're being a man of integrity. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. He is known to be a man of integrity. And that's the definition out the book. Until the next time, God bless.